Roll out the red carpet and get out your acceptance speech because we have your Backstage Pass to Hollywood. Backstage Pass starts now.
In 5, 4,
3, 2,
Are you ready?
Hey Explorers, Happy New Year and welcome back to Backstage Pass, where we give you the scoop on all things entertainment. My name is Patrick O'Hara.
And my name is Kayla McCrae, but you already knew that, I hope. Well guys, it's a new year, a new semester, Black History Month, and our final semester with LaSalle TV and Backstage Pass. I don't want to think about it too much, or I will cry. If you're wondering where Lucas is, he was left in 2025, another reason why I might cry.
Now, if you were on the internet at all during the holiday season, you'd know that the Enemies to Lovers hit series Heated Rivalry had the internet in a chokehold. The hit Crave and HBO show first aired November 28th of 2025 and eventually concluded its first season on December 26th. For those unfamiliar, the show follows two hockey players, Shane Hollander, played by Hudson Williams, and Ilya Rozanov, played by Connor Story, who find themselves slowly falling for one another over the course of 10 years. Now, obviously, the relations are kept a secret to maintain their ever-blossoming careers, but they soon question how much hiding they can take. It isn't until Scott Hunter, played by Francois Arnaud, kisses his boyfriend, Kip Grady, played by Robbie Graham, live on television that they start thinking, maybe the game can change after all. Although the first season left us with a very bittersweet ending, we're fortunate enough that the show was not canceled and has been renewed for a second season. What's more, Rachel Reed, the author of the Game Changers book series, which Heated Rivalry is a part of, has announced a new entry. This seventh book, titled Unrivaled, is set to be released September 29th of this year. So stay tuned, Heated Rivalry fans.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes of that show. I gotta catch up. And that reminds me of another show that I need to eventually catch up on, Stranger Things. Now, I know, you're probably like, Kayla, you haven't finished one of the biggest shows in pop culture in the last decade? Yep, that's unfortunately correct. I never finished season 4. Frankly, it's because at the time I thought the episodes were too long. But as you probably already know, the iconic Netflix 80s horror has wrapped up its 5th and final season, the last episode releasing on December 31st. The finale had, let's just say, mixed reviews at best. In spite of all that, fans across the world are mourning the departure of such a staple of modern pop culture. Depending on who you are, perhaps this will cheer you up. The creators of Stranger Things, the Duffer Brothers, are producing 3 new shows for Netflix that are set to premiere this year. These shows include The Burrows, created by Jeffrey Addis and Will Matthews, Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen, created by Haley Z. Burns, and a Stranger Things spin-off series titled Stranger Things, Tales from '85. Now, not much else is known about these shows besides their casts and their plots, and I mean nothing. There are no set pictures, no posters, literally just crumbs of information. I'm particularly excited about the Burrows plot, though, centering around a group of ragtag misfit residents in a New Mexico retirement community who have to band together to stop an otherworldly monster from stealing time. Sounds vaguely familiar, huh? The cast is honestly pretty stacked. It includes Alfred Molina, Jenna Malone, Alfre Woodard, Bill Pullman, Clark Peters, and my fave of all time, Gina Davis. I can't wait to see what this show has to offer whenever it comes out this year.
Speaking of Kayla's favorites, we're big fans of Rachel Sennett here on Backstage Pass, so it's only fitting that we talk about her recent HBO series titled I Love LA. The series focuses on a struggling talent manager, Maya Simsbury, played by Sennett herself, who reconnects with her old friend Tallulah Steele, played by Odessa Ozean, who happens to be an influencer herself, but is currently a hot mess express. So Maya makes it her mission to clear up her image. However, it won't be as easy as she thinks, and the line between best friend and client becomes thinner than ever. The show also features Jordan Firstman, True Whittaker, and even Josh Hutcherson. If you're interested in a campy, totally unserious and wild TV show to binge, then this series is absolutely for you. And yes, it's renewed for a second season. I Love LA is available to stream on HBO now.
On the topic of Rachel Sennett, here's another project she's starring in. A24's The Moment, a mockumentary following Charli XCX and her viral Brat Summer campaign and Sweat Tour in 2024. The film stars Charli XCX as herself, of course, Rachel, Kate Berlant, Alexander Skarsgård, and even Kylie Jenner. Described as a 2024 period piece by Charli in an interview with Vanity Fair, she also had this to say about the film. Quote, "It's not a tour documentary or a concert film in any way, but the seed of the idea was conceived from this idea of being pressured to make one. It's fiction, but it's the realest depiction of the music industry that I've ever seen." End quote. While the film was based off of Charli's idea and vision, it was written and directed by photographer Aiden Zamiri, who was the director of the iconic 360 music video from the Brat era, which Rachel Sennett was also in, if you remember. The Moment is in theaters right now.
You know, I think Kayla happens to know someone who actually went to Charli XCX's Sweat Tour concert last year. That somebody would be Genesis Clarke. She's here to tell us all about her latest concerts and review in her segment, Front Row. Take it away, Genesis.
Welcome to a new segment called Front Row Only, where we talk about recent tours, show reviews, and everyone's favorite website, Ticketmaster. My name is Genesis Clarke, and welcome to my very first segment. Now, let's get right into the pit. We've all heard of the Ticketmaster war. All of us have tried to see our faves in concert. Whether you survived the Eras Tour or got to experience the Black Parade reunion, some win and most lose, thanks to bots. About a week ago, Bruno Mars announced his comeback to music with the Romantic Tour, hitting stadiums all over the US and Europe later this year, alongside openers such as Ray, Leon Thomas, Victoria Monet, and Anderson .Paak's DJ Pee-wee. With ticket queues as long as 68,000, it definitely made fans feel locked out of heaven. If you won the battle and secured your tickets, you've got that 24-karat magic. For the rest of us, we could thank bots and resellers. With resale prices as much as $1,000, I wonder how much and how many people will pay the inflated price to sing their childhood hits such as Gorilla, or possibly even hear Silk Sonic tracks such as Leave the Door Open or Fly As Me. For those who are thinking about dropping the grenade on resale tickets, I am right there with you. For years, I have been talking to the moon about seeing Bruno Mars live, and fortunately, he was on the other side talking to me too. You can count on me to find my way there, because I will not be missing out on this huge tour. Now, let's recap on the past few days with the pit picks of the week. Starting at number 5, the announcement of Green Day as this year's Super Bowl opener. Now, I don't think anyone expected this pop-punk powerhouse to open the event, especially with their halftime performer being Bad Bunny. With this political climate and their brash, in-your-face music, I wonder what their mini set list will include. At number 4, it looks like her songwriting never went out of style because Taylor Swift is joining the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Swift will be inducted alongside artists such as Alanis Morissette, Kenny Loggins, while also making history as the youngest female inductee at age 36. She keeps breaking records and has no sights of slowing down. Are you ready for it? Dropping in at number 3 is A$AP Rocky's return to touring with the announcement of the Don't Be Dumb World Tour, a 42-stop tour this summer, starting in Chicago. I wonder if Rihanna will make a guest appearance. Sliding in at number 2 are the 2026 Grammy performers being revealed, with most of the Best New Artist nominees preparing to showcase their showmanship on the February 1st. What are we expecting? A high-energy, bubbly performance from pop group Cat's Eye and singer Addison Rae, feel-good performances from Alex Warren, Olivia Dean, and the Marias, and slow and more heartfelt performance from Leon Thomas and Somber. This year, we also get another taste of Sabrina Carpenter as she will be featured as a performer. Please, 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 can we get a live recording of Fast Times? You can find out who wins and more on February 1st at 8 p.m. on CBS and Paramount+. Lastly, our headliner of the week is the return of the man who taught us to treat people with kindness. Stop Your Crying, it's a sign of the times because Mr. Harry Styles is back and released the first new single Aperture off of his fourth studio album called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. This has also sparked tour talk amongst fans, with stops such as Madison Square Garden and Manchester's Co-op Live being slated as stops, according to Rolling Stone. With his past projects having more of a brighter and sometimes somber feel, it will be really interesting to hear this potentially new sound from him. Everyone is asking themselves, will he redefine his sound and set a new bar, or will he keep it as it was and keep making us dance and cry in the same project? Maybe after this album, Harry Styles will go back to Madison Square Garden and do another residency. You can find out and listen when Kiss All the Time Disco Occasionally releases on March 6th. And that wraps up our segment. What do you think about the new Harry Styles? Did you get Bruno Mars tickets? Interact and let us know. But for now, I'm Genesis Clarke, and thank you for riding the barricade at Front Row Only.
Thanks, Genesis. It's not every day you get to ride the barricade front row at a concert, but luckily we have front row access to the latest music releases. New year means new music, and 2026 welcomed Madison Beer's third studio album, Lock It, which released January 16th and featured hit songs like Make You Mine, Yes Baby, and Bittersweet. This record solidified that Beer is ready to step into the limelight, but in an authentic way. In typical Madison fashion, the record is very personal and full of deep cuts, with songs reminiscent of Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, and Ariana Grande. Beer directs us through heartbreak in many shapes and forms. To coincide with the album release, Beer released a music video for the single titled Bad Enough, which you can watch on YouTube now.
Now, I know you guys saw the music video for Pink Panther's Stateside featuring Zara Larsson, right? Back in October of last year, the alt hyperpop icon released a deluxe version of her album, Fancy That, last year, titled Fancy Some More, which included remixes including other artist features like Jade, Kylie Minogue, Raven Lenae, and, well, Zara Larsson on the song Stateside. About 2 weeks ago, the music video for Stateside plus Zara Larsson released and broke the internet. The visuals are stunning, contrasting the cutesy red plaid aesthetic of Fancy That with Zara Larsson's colorful beachy aesthetic of her album Midnight Sun was such a striking choice. It's such a fun and flirty music video with excellent choreo too. If there are any other music videos from Fancy Some More, I hope that they'll follow the trend of being excellent.
Crank it! Because things are getting loud and super overstimulating, in a good way, with the release of Slater's upcoming third studio album titled Worst Girl in America. Set to release on March 27th, the American singer, songwriter, and rapper took a deep dive when it comes to upbeat ravecore music, meshed with the nostalgic 2010s iPod music sound. On January 16th, Slater released the fourth single and album intro track titled Dance, which was accompanied by a music video embodying the entire aesthetic of the overall project. Currently, I can't get the 4 singles off repeat and wish March 27th could come quicker. I'll be sure to report on the album when it drops.
I can't wait for this drop. In the meantime, let's dive into our first Backstage Asks of 2026 and of spring semester, where we ask the students of LaSalle a very important question about the future. What should the SGA spring formal theme be? Let's see what they had to say. Hey Explorers! Welcome back to Backstage Asks. I'm
Happy New Year!
That's right, I almost introduced myself without saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year, guys. I'm Kayla McCrae.
I'm Patrick O'Hara. Where's Lucas?
Good question. I think he got left in 2025. Yeah.
But who's that?
Hey guys,
Who are you?
I'm Genesis Clarke.
Oh my god. Are you gonna be replacing Lucas for this episode?
I am. I kicked him right in last year.
Ooh, that's some crazy work, but at least you're here with us today.
And you're serving.
You are serving a lot. So today's episode of Backstage Asks is, what should the theme of the LaSalle 2026 formal be? So that's what we're gonna ask our fellow explorers today. Let's get into it, shall we?
We shall.
Hi guys, welcome back to Backstage Asks. Who am I here with?
Hi, it's Cheyenne.
Hello, I am Zelma.
Hi, my name is Asima. You are here with Alex Sulak.
Hi, my name's Dylan. Glad to meet you.
My name is Jaden.
I'm Dan.
My name is Bashira.
Leisha.
It's your boy Mir.
Let's talk about that LaSalle formal coming up. What do you think you want your theme to be this year?
I think a good, cosmic vibe. We got we do a Starry Night type of thing. We got stars in the sky, little twinkles. It's navies, blacks, whites. I'm talking like a classic color theme here.
I think it should be like some indie sleaze, like 2016 type of vibe, you know what I mean? You know, 2026 is basically 2016, basically. Like, we're there.
So you want to focus on a specific subset of 2016?
Yeah, I want to see like awful teals, terrible outfit combinations, really great music, you know what I mean? Like, bring back the swag era, all of that, everything.
I think we should do like something luxe, black tie, red carpet, very elegant, gala vibes, you know, just best dressed to the 10s, the 9s, I think, yeah.
And you'll be best dressed?
I'll be trying. I don't know, I might have some competition, but I'm gonna be up there.
Okay, so I have two concepts, one serious, one fun, okay? First one's the serious one. It's like Secret Garden, so it's like based off the book, which I thought would be cool. And the non-serious one is Bath and Body Works, because imagine how many good candles there could be at the formal.
Would each table be themed or named after a candle? Like, imagine you're sitting at Japanese cherry blossom.
I didn't think about that, but that's genius. I love that.
I think a really cool theme, it'd probably be hard to do, but more like a paint art type of theme. So the idea in mind is everybody shows up in white and we have a bunch of paint buckets and different paint accessories. So you kind of make your own outfit for it.
Whoa, okay, so kind of like, is tie-dye included in that somewhat?
It could be.
I think it should be a like casino night type of idea, like very like Las Vegas. Like all the cards. I feel like
a lot of reds, greens.
Yeah, reds, greens,
Whites.
blacks, all that. Like I think that should be a good idea.
I think maybe medieval.
Ooh, like medieval times.
Yeah.
Ooh, like Ren Fair?
Yeah, definitely Ren Fair. I haven't been to a Ren Fair, but I hear it's always awesome. I always have friends who go, and I'm always jealous. I think one thing is a lot of like capes, if that makes sense, like royal capes.
Show up as a knight.
Show up as a knight. Would that be awesome if I just opened a knight helmet?
I think that'd be fire, actually.
That's so Lucas Core.
That is so Lucas Core. Maybe we'll see Lucas Core at the formal.
I think for spring, make it whimsy, childlike, fun. It's just like, I don't know, you gotta get people in the mood to also feel like, because people think it's 2016 again, so make it feel like it's 2016 again.
What aspects of 2016 do you think you want to have highlighted in the dance?
Zara Larson's, like her whole thing, and Fetty Wap too. you know that one.
So hear me out, since it's trending, let's make it 2016 theme. All the 2016 music, let's do the mannequin challenge like in the middle of the dance floor. Maybe even the outfits like with the Vans or like, I don't know, what else? Take me back. What did we wear in 2016?
I'm just imagining like the filters. Like for when I think of the aesthetic, like I think of the filters and I think of Coachella.
Yes.
I don't know why, like the whole Coachella era. That's the first thing that comes into my mind. But you know, for some reason like 21 Pilots comes into mind. So like I'm definitely picturing like, as you said, like the Vans. I don't know.
Yeah, no, for the like mostly what I'm thinking about is the music.
Yes.
And like the dances, like hit the Quan, like we know what it's about. Like, come on, let's bring it back. I feel like it would be really fun for everyone.
Low key, I'm thinking about Disney, cause like all of us like been watching Disney since growing up. I thought it would be a great theme.
Who's your favorite Disney character, like of all time?
Of all time, I'll say of course because of my movie. My favorite movies is either. I'll say Aladdin.
Excellent responses from our fellow explorers. So now I gotta ask you guys, what do you think the formal theme should be?
Ooh, good question. I don't know. I'm really vibing with that 2016 idea, but also the casino one's really cool. So I can't choose. How about you, Genesis?
I'm thinking A Night in Paris.
Ooh.
Think about it.
What would that entail?
Sparkles, like very pink, very Breakfast at Tiffany's core, very chic.
I remember liking Breakfast at Tiffany's a lot. I like that a lot. What I was thinking for a theme, I was thinking underwater.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe like undersea. Like, you ever hear that like Chloe Moriando's song? What was it called? The Girls with Gills? Something like that.
Just imagine like Casual by Chappell and Roan, like the music video, like that under, you know?
Yes, something like that. It'd be cutesy, and we could all just like mermaids or something. I don't know.
Mermaids.
Yeah, let's play mermaids in the pool. All right, well, how about we go back to the studio with us? Those really were some creative ideas. Spring formal could not come soon enough, especially in all this bitter cold and snow. But let me stay on topic, and let's talk celeb drama and news.
For those of you that remember the 2024 film titled It Ends With Us, starring Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, then you probably remember the rumors about alleged drama that circulated from the set, rumors that turned into a lawsuit. For those unfamiliar, in December of 2024, Lively filed a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department, claiming Baldoni, quote, had behaved inappropriately on set, end quote, and even coordinated a PR campaign with a crisis firm in attempts to destroy her reputation. Not long after, Lively had formally filed a lawsuit against Baldoni and his team, which led Baldoni to countersue Lively and even sue the New York Times for reporting Lively's allegations, claiming he had been falsely accused. During the investigation, it was revealed that Taylor Swift was subpoenaed in Baldoni's lawsuit against Lively, based on text messages Swift and Lively had been sending back and forth to one another. However, in June of 2025, both of Baldoni's lawsuits were dismissed. However, Lively's remains ongoing. Enter 2026, and the internet has been going wild after Lively and Swift's text messages were publicly shared online. To recap, the messages began with Lively reaching out to Swift to check on their friendship, to which Swift shares that she feels the two had been distant and their friendship felt rather strained. The next day, Swift shares a screenshot of a social media post from People magazine about Justin Baldoni claiming that he, quote, I think this redacted knows something is going to happen because he's gotten out his tiny violin, end quote. The two then discuss his cleverness to clear his image and even talk about his publicist, Jennifer Abel, who is explicitly named by Lively. Now, something that I found interesting about this was that Swift's line about the tiny violin. Notably, this was repeated in her song titled Cancelled from her recent studio album, The Life of a Showgirl. If you haven't heard it, the song is about how society is quick to attack individuals without knowing the complete story or acknowledging who's wearing the scars. I suppose now we know what the song is actually really about.
This next piece of news truly hurts my heart. On January 30th, the beloved Canadian actress and comedian Catherine O'Hara passed away at age 71. Her agent confirmed that she passed in her home following a brief illness, although true cause of death has not been revealed or discovered yet. While she's appeared in and voiced countless iconic characters in film history, including her most recent role as Patty Lay in Apple TV's The Studio, she's best known as Kate McAllister in the Home Alone movies, Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice and its sequel, Sally in The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek. Catherine O'Hara, you will be missed.
Let's take a moment of silence for Catherine before jumping into our next story. Now, as you may know, the Oscars are set to premiere on March 15th, and we just got our first look at the Oscar nominations for this year's awards ceremony, with a total of 14 films nominated in the main categories. It's worth noting that Ryan Coogler's Sinners takes the lead with 16 nominations. Personally, I find this very exciting and incredibly deserved. The film is nominated for Best Actor in a Leading Role, Actor in a Supporting Role, Actress in a Supporting Role, Best Casting, Best Cinematography, Best Costume Design, Best Directing, Best Picture, and so many more. Are you overwhelmed? Sinners now holds the record for most all-time nominations, which was previously held at 14 nominations total. Hopefully it takes them all, but we'll find out on March 15th.
Cannot wait to see who's going to win this year. In the meantime, let's check out the latest video game news from Dan Pizzi in his segment, In the Zone. Take it away, Dan.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome back to another segment of In the Zone. I'm Dan Pizzi, and I'm very, very excited to be talking about every type of gaming media that will be coming this year. But before that, I would definitely love to highlight an amazing event that happened towards the end of the year. I'm talking about the Game Awards, which is an annual awards ceremony that honors amazing achievements in the video game industry. It's honestly a very entertaining event to watch, and I love seeing a large variety of developers being praised for their hard work. And I'm always obsessed with the orchestra that plays the nominees for the Game of the Year. Like, I'm still obsessing about it to this day. But there's definitely a game that I really want to talk about that took the event by storm. Collab's Score Expedition 33 is a dark fantasy RPG that released early in the year, and weirdly wasn't on my radar until it was nominated for Game of the Year award. The game not only won the Game of the Year award, but also won 9 awards for its soundtrack, storytelling, and voice actors. The game was created by a small French development team consisting of around 40 people, and this was even their debut game as well, which, safe to say, is extremely impressive. The director of the game, Guillaume Boshi, thanked his team for their hard work and the creator of Final Fantasy, which inspired him to become a developer and the game itself. A bit after the awards, though, some drama sparked out about the use of generative AI being used in development, which caused the game to be stripped of the awards in an Indie Game Awards ceremony. The only thing that people have found was this one texture, which was later revealed by the development team to be a placeholder texture that had been forgotten about. This was eventually patched out and no longer exists in the game. I honestly believe that there was no malice behind this, since this was the only thing generated that they found in the game. I am very excited to get into this game when I have the chance, but until then, I'm still stuck on Final Fantasy Tactics. But now it's time to focus on the new year, and weirdly enough, we have 2 game adaptations of movies that are coming out at the end of the month, and I would love to talk about both of them. One of my favorite game series of all time, Silent Hill, just released their 3rd franchise movie last Friday called Return to Silent Hill. I wish I could have been more excited for this, but the movies have never had a good representation of the series. The games themselves are the very definition of what a horror game should be, with their character designs, environments, and their amazing way of storytelling that makes you feel dread entirely. However, the movie adaptations have always been lacking and have never done the games truly justice whatsoever. Maybe I'm wrong, and this might be better than it looks, but the reviews from critics and fans so far has looked unfavorable for the movie. I know that eventually I'll have to watch it, but I'm definitely a bit worried if it somehow changes how I view the franchise. One movie, though, I am very excited for is the movie adaptation of the game Iron Lung, a short game about exploring an ocean of blood on a moon inside of a submarine. What's really special about this movie, though, was that it was written, directed, and produced by popular YouTuber Markiplier, who also stars in the movie. This was also self-financed by Markiplier and was soon picked up by major US theater chains. The movie also features YouTuber Jacksepticeye for a role, and the movie has already made achievements before being released. This movie is rumored to have over 80,000 gallons of fake blood, which will make this movie the most blood ever used in a movie, which is absolutely crazy. This movie had just released last Friday and is currently rated highly well by fans and supporters, which is something you absolutely love to see. And lastly, I want to talk about the new Resident Evil game that is coming on the end of February. Resident Evil Requiem is the 9th edition of the series and takes place 30 years after the events of Resident Evil 3. You play as new protagonist Grace Ashcroft and returning character Leon Kennedy. Depending on who you play as in the story, can change the gameplay completely to either a horror survivor feeling or an action style element. Requiem is also made as a major anniversary title celebrating 30 years of the franchise. I really enjoyed the Resident Evil 4 remake, so I am very excited for this to come out. That sadly is all I have to talk about today. Definitely take the opportunity to watch one of the movies this weekend. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this segment of In the Zone.
Thanks, Dan. I'll be honest, talking about video games is so #LucasCore. Man, I can't believe he was left in 2025.
And I can't believe that it's the end of our show already.
Same here. But fortunately, you have room for more Backstage Pass. There's a special place you can connect and keep up with us, social media.
Get your phone out and follow us on these various platforms seen on your screen. Give us a follow, leave a comment, and let us know if you have any suggestions. Plus, you can check out exclusive content, including hilarious blooper reels and other ways to get involved. So make sure you're following us. If you don't, Lucas will never make it into the new year. Just kidding. He'll be back. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Patrick O'Hara.
And I'm Kayla McRae. We'll see you right here on Backstage Pass next time.